Go Sport Roubaix Lille Metropole in the pink base to the jerseys, making their way up around the outside. And here come Entomarché Wanty-Gobert. Biniam Girmay is their third rider in the line there. So let's see, Maggie. Your information was really interesting earlier that he's still suffering from the after effects of that crash at the Franco-Belge. He does appear to be slotting himself into last man there. No, is he? Is he?
I would suspect that they will try and go with Hugo Page again after yesterday's finish.
Yeah, Page was sick yesterday, so it's absolutely right that they should back him. That makes a lot of sense too. The Frenchman. 5 kilometres. Sorry, Maggie, go on.
Just looking down at that helicopter shot there and spotting the UAE Team Emirates, and definitely looked to me like Gaviria was following a wheel quite closely there of his teammate. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's the man that they're going for today.
Such a golden opportunity for Fernando Gaviria, the Colombian, because he is, on paper, the best sprinter in this field by quite some way, isn't he? Yeah. I would say, Maggie, on his day, when he's in the right position, and there is, you know, he had a terrible couple of years, as we've mentioned, with COVID and whatnot, and I'd have thought, presumably, confidence too, but you know, in terms of a team that can support him and get him in the right place, gosh, he's in such a strong team there with the likes of Covey, Vega Stackelangen, Trentin, Ulissi, Rui Costa. If you're going to have any team that can get you in the right place, they're the guys, surely.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see where the rest of the team is, though. You know, they haven't exactly made, you know, I can't see them grouped together and sort of in a position where Gaviria can just find them in the last kilometre and a half and they're ready for the leader at the moment. There's 2 riders kind of in the middle there, just behind the Azure Desert setup of riders there. So I would probably more expect them to have, actually there's a couple of more riders just behind Gaviria there now as well. So they're probably just trying to find a space to move out and get clear, which isn't easy because the pace is not high enough.
No, and it's bunching, it's really tight as a result, isn't it? A little bit of snaking and washing. We've got a split down the middle, 2 different trains, the one on the left really being strung out by Saint-Michel Aubert 93, and now on the right the Ola Cometa come across them.
And just that particular skill of leading a team through a peloton, creating space enough for the next rider and the next rider and the next rider behind.
Like Theo Delacroix is the Entomarché Wanty-Gobert rider who's tucked in here behind the Movistar rider. Once again, it's a 2-pronged approach, though. Lots of teams
moving up there. Right. But he's also left to his own devices here now in the final 2.5 kilometres.
Agiduzzer Citroën team on the left there with Standard Wolf at the back of their string. Greg Van Avermaet also involved in setting this one up with the number 16 on his back, the former Olympic champion. Saint-Michel Aubert 93 want to get their team up in full effect and take this one by the stranglehold in the orange with the black shorts. And Romain Cardis giving them great reason to be confident yesterday. I'm just looking to see where Cardis is. I think he looked like him in 3rd man, actually. Yes, it is. He is their 3rd rider there, but they're just missing out a little bit. Now it's Groupama FDG with a long string out. 1,800 metres to go. Now we see Gaviria being brought back up to the front. I'm looking to see who the rider is that's bringing him up. It might be Covey, is it?
It's Covey. He was already up there. Gaviria managed to get through, and I'm not sure who was on his wheel, but it looks like there's more manpower coming from UAE Team Emirates. Trentin is in there as well now on the wheel of... I think that's Oliveira.
Lotto Soudal trying to get someone into the mix there. Not sure it's Philippe Gilbert, although he's very capable in a messy sprint just like this. Watch for where Gaviria is.
3rd wheel at the moment.
He is 3rd wheel. Well, there's the kilometre to go, so we know they've got that. It would be a left-hander for them. They've got to get round the roundabout first. Oh, that's a bit tighter than I expected into there. A little bit sweeping left here. And... Saint-Michel Aubert-Quatre-Vingt-Treize still there with a couple of riders to lead out Cadiz. Cadiz is second man, but if Gaviria is going to come off his wheel, it's going to be very early. I'm just looking to see if that's Gaviria leading now, so that is extremely early. Maybe he thinks it's going to be about getting round this corner and then opening up. Gaviria's second wheel. He's just on the wheel of the Groupama FDG rider. Gaviria is going to have to open up really early. Here we go. Maggie, wow, I think this is way too... He's flicked his elbow. He's flicked his elbow. I think it's Albanese trying to come out, and there's a bit of argy-bargy there. Luis Aski's going to have a dig for Groupama FDG. Trentin in the middle as well. Aaron Barru ready to lead out. Trentin, and it looks actually like the drone hopper rider is going to give it a dig here. I think this might be Edward Michael Grossu. Grossu's come so close at this level in the past. I think he might just have been pipped. Oh dear.
In the final couple of 100 metres, but
I think it was Grossu leading at this point, Maggie.
Aramburu coming through the gap there with his teammate. Trentin up there, and yeah, it's clearly Aramburu getting that.
Well, he showed so well yesterday in third. That is going to do no end of good. I'm just looking to see who the Agi Desert rider is. That's definitely Grossu. I recognise his sprinting form. Canny operator at this level, making the switch to drone hopper. I think it's this year. Girmay was there. And that looks like Venturini. Three in the top 10, but unfortunately just out of placing really well, but just out of those UCI points. Fiorelli of Bardiani there, the Italian rider, in 7th. Girmay did take place. It did take a place in that sprint in 8th place, the Eritrean. And Vincenzo Albanese, not quite as good as yesterday in 9th. And Milan Mentin, the Bingo Pals Sources rider,